Hello everyone and welcome to Friday Friends episode 17, or should I say Ready, Steady, Cook. Our guest today is a trained chef and she came up with the idea of perhaps doing something cooking. So what we've done is we've each done our own little recipe which is sort of local to us. So what I'm doing, and you can hear sizzling away in the pot, is I'm using the Staffordshire oatcakes. Now this is a recipe that's a secret. You can't make them yourself, you buy them from the oatcake shop, and they can be savoury or they can be sweet. So for the purpose of today, I'm going to do a savoury Staffordshire oatcake. So what I'm doing is I've sliced up some mushrooms and some cherry tomatoes, and they are just cooking away in my frying pan with a spray of olive oil. Okay, just to soften them up and colour them. Okay, and if I just go to my microwave, and I've warmed through one of the oatcakes, which go very floppy then, so put it on the plate there, and these are nicely softened up now, so put them on the oatcake. Hope you can see that okay. Probably got more than enough filling there. That's fine. And then flip it over as you would sort of a pancake really. And there's your mushroom and tomato oatcake all ready to eat. So I'll just get a knife on that. And a fork. So me personally, I would have these for breakfast, and you can have them for a lunch snack. They're delicious. So that's the Staffordshire oatcake, and what I can do is I can put some of these in the freezer. They usually come in a pack of 6, so I will have a ready supply. So without further ado, let's go over to our trained chef, and that's Abby Castanheira, who's based in Portugal. So here we go then, Abby. Of course, it wouldn't be Friday Friends without our stacks. So my stack today is Chalice and Fortune on the eyes, Wigs on the cheeks, and VB and Myco on the lips. So there we go. Over to you now, Abby.
Hello everybody, my name is Abby Castanheira, and you may have seen me on the Chili Tribe posting here and there. Thank you, Val and Heather, for inviting me. I really appreciate it, to join this week's edition of Friday Friends. So, a little bit about myself. I've just turned 50 last week actually, and I'm married. My husband's Portuguese, and I have a 13-year-old son. I'm a chef by trade, and I've worked in various places all around the world. I then took my knowledge of food and wine up into the air in the world of aviation, and now I'm a mother full-time. I still do quite a bit of cooking here and there, but anyway, I really just wanted to share with you a really nice recipe that I came across by a Portuguese chef, and it's an orange cake. It's made with olive oil, and olive oil is great. It's a sort of a good fat. This is our own olive oil actually. We have some land up in the north of Portugal, and so this is good stuff. This is castanheira oil. So I'm going to start. It's really simple. I'll put all the amounts of the ingredients up on the site a bit later on. So 1 orange chopped up into the blender. 3/4 of a cup of olive oil. I'm going to do this quite quickly. 4 eggs, medium to large size. A little bit of vanilla. You can use essence or the real thing, whatever's your preference. Some sugar. And we're just going to give that a little bit of a whiz. Sorry about the noise. In real terms, I'd let that go on for another minute or so, just to make sure that all the rind of the orange is cut up well. I'm adding now some plain flour, some baking powder, and some salt, just a little bit. And again, this just needs a little stir before I switch it on. And then another whiz in the blender for a minute or so, but I'm not going to do it for that long because it'll just be boring for you. That's it. Then that would just be poured into, I like to use a bread loaf tin. It's easy to slice. I quite like that. So this can go into the bread tin. And it bakes at an oven temperature of about, this is actually, could do with a little bit more of a stir. It goes into an oven at a temperature of 180 for about 40 minutes. So that's fine, that's all stirred. Alright, and I like to put it onto a baking tray and then into the oven. I did make one earlier on because I really wanted to show you the finished product. So, here it is. It's really light, really fluffy, really orangey. It smells fantastic. It's just delightful. So anyway, that is an orange and olive oil cake. My stack is with me. I have Mama on my lips. I've got a little bit of Justice on my eyelids, and I've got my BFF lightest actually. I'm hot, it's really warm outside, so I'm wearing not very much makeup. And that's it. So thank you very much indeed everybody, and all the very best, and it's been lovely being a part of Trinity Tribe.
Thanks so much, Abby. And look, we've got something in common. We've both got our pinnies on for cooking. And can you see, second thing I've got in common, made in 1969. So we're both 50 at the same time. How has this happened that I'm stood in my kitchen about to do some cooking with you, as Val would say, cooking? It started off as fashion and makeup, didn't it? And now it's morphed into a version of Good Morning Britain with different segments each week. Anyway, cooking we're going to do. You might think, being from Lincolnshire, I would talk about sausages because the brief was something local. That's why Val's done oat cakes, Abby's done Portuguese orange cake. But I think I've said before, my husband and I don't eat a huge amount of meat, so I've had to play a bit fast and loose with the rules. But before we get on, let me tell you about my stack. It's just a small little stack today. I'm still basking in having a little bit of a tan from my holiday. So I've got on my normal base, let me see if I can come into the camera just to show you, which is light medium. I've got a little bit of Swala on just to top me fake tan up. I then got Emily on my lips, and I forgot it was a sheer shimmer, so I ended up putting it on my cheeks as well. And oh, bit of Virtue on the eye. That's it. And I'm actually going to show you a breakfast, but I get it ready the night before. So it can sit in the fridge, so it doesn't matter how long you do it the day before, but I've got a little bit of time to do it now. And it's a baked porridge. So I don't like a lot of measuring and messing about. I like to just go for it. So I'm going to show you what I've got. And the thing that's local to Lincolnshire is the starting element, which are berries. So hopefully you can see these are blackberries and raspberries. They are both grown in my garden. So I'm a bit of a closet gardener. There you go, something else you've learnt about me there. And you can use whatever berries you like. You don't want to use a huge amount because otherwise your porridge will be too wet. But do you see that's about half a small quiche dish full. You're then going to use porridge oats. I don't mess about weighing them, I just use a ladle full, and I'll put these to one side so I've got my measurements correct, but I haven't got the dish out ready for them to go in. Genius. Let me just pop that in there. So they're ready and measured. And then the final thing that will go in with the berries and the porridge is your liquid. Now you can use what you like. I do a split. This is the only thing I measure. I do half water, so I'm doing 150 mils of water, and I will top it up with lactose-free milk. Take that to about 250 ml, and again that's ready. Now, in the morning when I get up, I will combine those three things together, and they will go in the oven on 180. Oh, if I'm getting into it now, telling you the temperatures and all this sort of stuff. 180 for about 40 minutes. And then when it comes out, we'll do a topping, but I will make the topping in the morning. But for the topping, you are going to need honey, just a runny honey, and a little bit of butter. And you are also going to need, which you can measure the night before, you're going to need some flaked almonds, probably just a good tablespoon. Pumpkin seeds I use, I've run out, so I'm going to have to get some from Sainsbury's tonight, and then a teaspoon of porridge oats as well. And then your topping is ready, apart from the honey and butter, which we will melt in the morning. So that's stage one. That will all stay ready overnight, and I'll carry on with you in the morning. Good morning, ladies. So I'm going to show you the next stage of what I do in making the baked porridge. So I'm up the following morning, and I have combined the milk, the oats and the berries. I should have said yesterday that when I pick the berries from the garden, I freeze them, so you would have noticed they were slightly frozen. They've defrosted overnight, and it's turned the milk a little bit pink. I don't want to tip it up any further because it'll all go over the counter, but they're those three things combined. They then go in the oven, but we're going to make the topping next. So I have melted some butter and honey, about a teaspoon of each. And do you remember yesterday I said I've combined some flaked almonds, a tablespoon of each of oats, almonds and pumpkin seeds. But you can probably use whatever you like on a topping, really. I'm going to combine that all together so that's nice and squidgy. And then once the porridge is finished cooking, I will pop this topping on. It's hardened off. It's hardened off a little bit in the time that I've been talking to you. But you'll get the idea, and you'll certainly see that before it goes on the porridge. And I thought I'd tell you how I combine this in my morning routine. So you can see I've got my sports top on. While the porridge is cooking for 40 minutes, I go and do some exercise. And then I stop my exercise, come back, put the topping on, and I go and shower, and then I come down and eat the porridge. So there we go. It's one of my favourite autumn recipes, and I will show you what it looks like next stage. Right, ladies, when it comes out of the oven, it looks like that. I don't know why all the berries have gone to one side. If you're a scientist, you might tell me. It's definitely turned autumn in the UK this morning. I've been out for a little bike ride, but I needed my jacket. So I'm just putting the mixed topping on now. Just going to spread that around a little bit. I'll just show you what that looks like when it's on. Too good to waste. There we go. Ooh. And this will go back in the oven for about 10 minutes while I go and have a shower. Right, ladies, so this is what it looks like when it comes out of the oven. You can see it's now baked porridge with fruit and a crunchy topping. It's red hot, so that's why it's on a board and a mat. And I will break that up just to let some of the hot air out, just for a couple of minutes, and then I will sit down and enjoy this week's episodes, ladies. Something a little bit different again. If you do want to join in with Val or I, please just get in touch. We're always delighted to have new ladies along because you bring different ideas and suggestions about what you would like to see. But I think we can leave it there this week. I'm going to enjoy my porridge now. And I'm not sure if I said, but Abby, we ought to have said happy birthday. And happy birthday to any other ladies who are celebrating around this time. Bye for now.